All right. Well, good evening, everybody. This is Cleta Colson-Eyre, Mama Cheetah. I had visited my mom's where they go to church this morning, and they introduced me and Brad as visitors, and they said Cleta's. So I could be one person or I could be two. You know, Cleta with an S or just Cleta. But anyway, I said just Mama Cheetah is fine. Nobody can say it. But anyway, glad to have everybody on here tonight. So you guys, a couple things we're going to talk about tonight. The first one is the most upcoming deadline, and that is June the 15th, which is Wednesday. This is our fourth quarter star. Now, some of you that are watching this are new, and this is your first quarter being in, and you're like, I don't even understand what they're talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to really quickly explain what being a star consultant is. This is anyone who does at least $1,800 wholesale in the star quarter. And Mary Kay didn't want to make it so it's just like, 3 months, like April, May, and June. Instead, we want to do mid-month to mid-month. So we've been doing it that way for many years. And so anyway, it started March the 16th and it ends on June the 15th. And so what does that average? It averages ordering $600 a month. Okay. And then of course they have different levels of star. The first level is the 1,800. That's what we call a sapphire star. Then there's 2,400. There's 600 increments. That's a ruby star. And then the next is a diamond star. That's a 3,000. Emerald star is 36. And then it goes up to $1,200 more. And that is a 4,800. And that is a pearl star. And so how do you move up? You move up by your wholesale orders, but you also move up when you get new great star qualified team members. So for example, I'm going to use one of my consultants, Melanie. Melanie is she is fixing to finish her star. She just has like, I don't even know, $100 left. Well, she signed up Kat. Kat signed up last week. Kat came in with a $600 order. So Melanie, when she finishes her 1,800, she won't be a sapphire star. She'll actually be a ruby star. Okay. So if you had 5 qualified, then that would move you up $3,000. Okay. So you'd be, up there toward the pearl star, right? And so, or actually you would be a pearl star. So sometimes when you're looking at that, Mary Kay has on marykayintouch.com, there's a place to order your prize. So if you're new, you will get an email telling you can go order your prize, but you can also just look under contests. You'll see Star Consultant, and they'll have a place to have the portal. You'll log back in and it'll show all your points. And then you can see what you want to get as your prize. Okay. And the cool thing about it is let's say you had an uneven amount of points. Let's say you did 1,900. Okay. Well, the prizes were 1,800, 2,400, 3,000, right? So if you have 1,900, you get your $1,800 prize, and that $100, it just goes bye-bye. Well, they changed it. So now anything over what you select just sits in there for the next quarter, and you get a better prize. There's some of the consultants that since June, they have held all their points because they're working for like a trip or something bigger on the star, the gifts that you can choose. And there's like, it's really overwhelming. There's like thousands of them. But you can do like the MK connection cards. You can do travel vouchers. You can just search by how many points you have. So we talked about that in other Boss Babe calls. Y'all can check that out. If you have trouble, call your director after the quarter's over, and she can walk you through how to pick your prize. Okay. But it is kind of fun the way they do it. We do show some star posters sometimes, and those are just examples of some things that you could earn. But you can get whatever you want. Okay. So doing a 600 every month, that is the Powered by Pink. That's what we're finishing up. This is the last month of Powered by Pink. There's going to be something new starting July 1st. I have a secret, but I can't tell you. Okay. So this is what the earrings are for this month. Okay. Aren't they beautiful? So these are the Powered by Pink earrings. I just got them in. And so you guys want to get these this month. This is for a 600. This doesn't have to be in the quarter. It can be, you could, if you need $100 to finish your star, then you do 500 by the end of the month, then you get the earrings. Okay. But if you just have a goal to do whatever the contest is, these were one year, and I don't even remember what it was. I think it was the sparkler year, be a sparkler or whatever that thing was spark it up, spark up your bookings. And so anyway, but the Power by Pink is this year. But if you strive to every month at least do the price, like sell enough, which is $300 a week, to be able to get a $600 wholesale order in, then you will always be a star consultant and you will always get these fabulous prizes. Okay. So who doesn't need more jewelry? You know, one thing about Mary Kay I did not know when I joined is that I was going to win jewelry. Who knew? And so like, you never have to buy it again if you don't want to. Although sometimes we still do, because you know what, you get people that love a certain thing, you get them more of that certain thing, even though they have a ton. Okay, so Star Consultant. So it ends on Wednesday. What are the advantages besides getting unit recognition? Okay, you get recognition from the company. You get to go pick a fabulous prize. But probably even more important is that if you, all of us have Mary Kay websites, marykay.com/whatever yours is. And so when you are a star, when people go to look for a Mary Kay beauty consultant, all right, they're going to look for a beauty consultant. They type in their zip code. And so it's going to bring up 10 names. And if all the star consultants in that zip code are at the top, and then if you're at a place that there's no stars in that zip code, then it goes to people who are active in Mary Kay. And then if there's no active consultants, then it will go to the people that are inactive, but that are not terminated in Mary Kay. You can't be terminated at the website. Once you reorder it, activate it's back. But the big thing is to get the referrals for new customers and new recruits. Stars get more referrals. Okay. And there's times that I'll see this girl and lives near me, and I'm like, well, how'd you find my name? She goes, on the website. Why? Because I'm a star and it pops up there. It's like me or Selah, you know. No, there's several stars in our area. But anyway, you get the idea. And I will say this, just on a side note, make sure your picture on your marykay.com website is decent. And what I mean by decent, it needs to look like a Mary Kay beauty consultant, not something crazy, not something far away, certainly not the pink flower that Mary Kay assigns to it. No one wants to buy from a pink flower. So if you look professional, it's like a good headshot, you're going to, because here's what people do. They look at the 10 people and they go, They look at that and they see which one they like the best, right? They don't know you. The other thing they look at is all the little insignias beside it. So if you have your color confidence little bling, and if you have your skincare confidence bling, and then if you have your clinical solutions bling, they're like, oh, she's an advanced in skincare consultant. Well, she probably knows more. This other girl, she don't have any blings, you know? And so that's why you want to do those things, plus to learn. You know, but my new consultant, Kat, that just signed up, that was Great Start Qualified. She actually stayed, she said, I stayed up to 3 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know, some crazy time, and did all of them. She did them all. I'm like, girl, she goes, I don't remember everything I did, but I did them. I said, well, at least you know where it is if you forget something. But anyway, it is worth doing those. And you do want to know about what you sell. Okay. So the star quarter. So there's a lot of different ways you can be a star consultant. Like right now, if you're like, hey, I lack $600 still, like, eek, I want to do it, but I'm short. What can I do? And so there are some different ideas that you can do. And one of them that I believe it was Rosie had put up here, but we've talked about a lot, but it's the 24, 24, 24. And this is a new one that someone super smart and techie, right? And so she did this one. It says 24, 24, 24. I've been challenged to sell $24 to 24 people in 24 hours. And so when you do that, 24 times 24 is $576. That's almost $600. And usually it's over 600 because, you know, people don't get 24 on the money. Some go, oh, well, here's a $30 one. And then once you order at least 24, you can get one additional item off at 50%. Okay, 50% off. So it doesn't have to be these items. This is just showing you some examples, but they have to spend at least $24 and then they get one item at half price. Now, here's the thing. You know, we've been doing the Monica Gavot's half price thing where they have that sheet. And if you spend at least $50, they get one item off the sheet. So it's kind of similar to that, except for it's the item of your choice. It's just a little bit of a special to hit the goal. Okay. So this is something you could just run for a couple of, you can start it, but you could actually text it out to people. And it does work a little bit better texting it out to individual people instead. I can post it on the groups too. But when you personally ask, like text it out and say, hey, I've been challenged to get 24 people to buy $24. Are you low on anything? You need eye makeup remover, mascara? Something like that. And then that way people go, yeah, just give me a cleanser, and I'll help you. And so you'll get better results if you text it out instead of just post it. Let me just say that. Okay. So that's one idea. There's star certificates that you can do. Some people have done that where you sell like $150 certificate. And you might say, where do I get certificates? Honestly, it's just, you can do them on PowerPoint or something, do a little pic collage that says $150. But it's basically $150 worth of products and they give you $125 for it. And so they're getting $25 free. And so I've seen girls that needed like $800 and they sold 8. We're just calling them star certificates. They sold 8 star certificates. And so the women just gave them the money and they got the products. They can use it now or they can use it later. So some of us do this during Black Friday. That's mainly the time that I do a special like that. But I know some people that are trying to finish their star, they do it as well. Okay. So, and then you would use that money to place the order. All right. So anyway, it's not too late to be a star. You can also, hey, how about do a skincare party? That usually will generate $200, $300, $400 right there. Get you 6 people to try the products in the next 4 days, and that could generate you some money as well. So I want you to see this video, and I know some of you have already seen it. I've only seen it once, but Tandy Fisher, she's a good friend of mine. She spoke on the Boss Babe calls before, and she did this video about this special. She does 2 specials a year. She does one in June, and she does one Black Friday weekend. Okay, and during the year, otherwise, she doesn't do discounts all the time. And, I've talked about this before, but I know sometimes people feel like that on their group pages, they got to have it on sale, on sale, on sale, on sale too much that nobody buys full price. So you're not even really making 50% because you're always giving a discount. And I'm telling you, you got to get over that because I'm right here telling you, I have my best customers, they will order and I add it up and the tax, and that's what they pay me. And they're used to that. And then when it comes time for my specials, they take advantage of it because they know that's the only time they're going to get it pretty much, unless I do just some random, I'm trying to sell, 10 charcoal masks today or something like that. Right. But you just don't want to do discounts every single day. And then your customers won't buy from you at normal price. Y'all get that? And if you've done it before, you just have to stop. Just stop it and do them once, like maybe June, and then do it Black Friday, or like if you're finishing up directorship, like a time when you really need it, right? So she talks about how she does these 2 specials, and one of them is in June. And I'm going to show you she's going to hold it up, but I'm going to show you the actual little clearance that she does. She calls it a June summer clearance. It is very, very simple. If they buy 2 items, they get the 3rd at half price. If they buy 4, they get the 4th item free. Okay. So actually to get the whole thing, you do 4 items. Okay. 2 are normal price. The 2 most expensive are normal price, right? And then the next one that's the most expensive, or the 3rd one, you get at half price. And then the 4th one you get free. And so they love it. They stock up. And so they buy in groups of 4. So they're moving 4 products at one time. And they can do like 8 products if they want to. And you just divide them up into little groups. So buy 2 at the normal price, 1 is half price, and the 4th one is free. And then she uses that money, which she will tell you about, strategically, not like she has inventory on hand. Okay. So if you don't have inventory on hand, then you may have to just order what they said, right? But she has inventory on hand. So she orders only what she needs to fill these orders, and she has a lot of it already. And then she takes the rest of that money and she does it on the special, the 60% special, so that she can get the most for her money. So I'm going to let you hear her. It's about a 6-minute training. And she does such a great job. I'm going to share the screen. And if you've heard it before, if you heard it the other day, I think you'll still get something out of it.
Hi, my name is Tandy Fisher. I'm a Cadillac sales director in Rockford, Illinois. And I do a June summer clearance that I teach my unit on. And I've been sharing with some director friends and have had some questions on it. So I thought I'd make a video so you can just kind of maybe I will answer those questions in the video and can share it on with any other MK sisters you think this could benefit. So June summer clearance, this is what it is. This is what my pic collage looks like that I would text out or put on my private Facebook groups. It is a June summer clearance, buy 2 items, get the 3rd item half price, 4th item free. Very small on the bottom, it says taxes calculated on retail amount. You do need to have that written if you're gonna do that. And it's up to you, you could white that part out if you want to. So a few things. First of all, I'm very strategic about my sales. I do 2 sales a year, no more. The reason I think that's so important is because our products are priced at a great price point. If we do sales all the time, people assume they must be overpriced, might as well wait for a sale for her to have one. So 2 sales a year. This one, and then I do Pink Friday to Cyber Monday. But this is the entire month of June. I've done this since 2011. That year, when I put it out in the month of June, and I think I'd only put it out for a couple weeks, but that month, June 2011, it was almost $3,900 in sales. And I've done it every single year since. So customers know, like mine that have been with me for years, they know about it. Like they budget around it. Some of them do. So it's really fun to see that. Now, last year, you guys, $13,300 in sales in the month of June. So it works and it multiplies over time, partially because of your customer base, but partially because they know how to strategize.
Okay. You guys are saying you can hear, but you can't see her at all? Too bad. She's so cute. Okay, you know what it is? It's because her video is a YouTube video.
Yeah, and all we were seeing was your picture on YouTube.
How nice. Okay, well.
It was a great picture.
It's not as cute as Tandy, I can guarantee you.
Yes, with my favorite color on too.
She is absolutely stunning. I just keep looking at her eyes. Okay, so let me think. I'm going to try something, but I don't know if it'll work. I'm going to see if I can go to my Facebook group. I don't think so, because I think it's still going to just open up YouTube. Maybe you can't play YouTube on YouTube. That makes no sense, right?
Do you want me to share it? Because I'm on Zoom.
Try it.
Okay.
If you want to try it. I don't know why it wouldn't have worked. Let me ask you this. Can you see? Let me ask y'all this first. Hang on.
Okay.
Can you see it like that? Or is it just me?
Well, it's a small U, but it's still black.
Okay. All right. That's no good then.
For you. Be sure to watch NASCAR Live on Fox and FS1 on YouTube TV. Try it free.
Okay. What in the world is playing? One moment.
That was me.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, that was you?
That was me playing Tandy.
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and try it. We'll see if it'll work. I need to probably make you a co-host. Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a moment. For our YouTubers, we're trying to, I know I've YouTubed on YouTube before, so I have no idea why that was not working correctly. There you go, co-host. All right, try it.
All right, here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm a Cadillac sales director in Rockford, Illinois. And I do a June summer clearance that I teach my unit on. And I've been sharing with some director friends and have had some questions on it. So I thought I'd make a video so you can just kind of maybe I will answer those questions in the video and can share it on with any other MK sisters you think this could benefit. So June summer clearance, this is what it is. This is what my pic collage looks like that I would text out or put on my private Facebook groups. It is a June summer clearance, buy 2 items, get the 3rd item half price, 4th item free. Very small on the bottom, it says taxes calculated on retail amount. You do need to have that written if you're going to do that. And it's up to you. You could white that part out if you want to. So a few things. First of all, I'm very strategic about my sales. I do 2 sales a year, no more. The reason I think that's so important is because our products are priced at a great price point. If we do sales all the time, people assume they must be overpriced, might as well wait for a sale for her to have one. So 2 sales a year. This one, and then I do Pink Friday to Cyber Monday. But this is the entire month of June. I've done this since 2011. That year, when I put it out in the month of June, and I think I'd only put it out for a couple of weeks, but that month, June 2011, it was almost $3,900 in sales. And I've done it every single year since. So customers know, like mine that have been with me for years, they know about it. Like they budget around it. Some of them do. So it's really fun to see that. Now, last year, you guys, $13,300 in sales in the month of June. So it works and it multiplies over time, partially because of your customer base, but partially because they know how to strategize around this. The other part of the strategy with this is that you're selling in multiples of 4. So it's not just having a flat discount. It doesn't limit it just to like skincare, for example, because it's a skincare sale month for us. I'll talk about that in a second, but it opens it to everything and it encourages orders in multiples of 4. So I will put that picture out and then I follow up with a text. I put the pic collage and the text says, Happy June. I'm not sure if you already saw this in my VIP customer Facebook group, but didn't want you to miss out on my June summer clearance. There is no limit. Just be sure to order multiples of 4 for the best deal. Is there anything you're low on or want to stock up on? And put cute emojis, of course. So what that's going to do is let them know. Now, some will get right back to you and order right away. Others, like it puts a little like, okay, yeah, I need to order. And they might forget. So keep putting it on your private customer groups. And then make sure that towards the end of the month or maybe middle and end again, follow up with those customers that you think would have wanted to take advantage of that and forgot. So one of my questions that I get a lot is how do you figure which items are half price and free? So I'm going to show you an example. If somebody orders these 4 items, you're going to take the 2 that cost the most. So the advanced lifting serum and the eye patches, those would be full price. And then the lip gloss is the next price down. That would be half price. Mask applicator is the cost the least. So that would be free. So that's how you would do that. The other question I get is what about sets? Well, I do whatever one's best for them. If they order 4 miracle sets, it's going to be best to keep them as a set. So 2 miracle sets would be full price. 1 miracle set would be half price. 1 would be free. But let's say they order a miracle set plus those 4 other items we just talked about. Then you would take all 8 items and price them from highest down to lowest. So this would be full price. This would still be full price. Now this would be half price, the eye cream, and either the day or the night would be free because that's in the order. The next grouping would be full price, half price, free. Okay, and it'd be the same thing if you had 12 items. Just put all the items in a row and put them out and then divide them that way. Okay, so that's one question that I get a lot too. The other thing would be monitor sheet. So this is the first year I've used that. You guys, I love it. It's been a game changer for me and my unit. So the June summer deals, I do not post that with this June summer clearance, but what I do is after they give me their order, then I will send them that and say, hey, you've qualified for up to 2 items or 3, however many it is that they qualified for. So you're going to take the amount minus the sale that they got, and now how much did they spend? So that's where your $50 is calculated. So every 50 they actually spent, and that's how many they're going to qualify for. So I'll say you've qualified for up to 2 or up to 3 of these items at half price. Would you like to add anything? And so that can add on to your sales. Now, the other, the things that I really love about this, we talked about the multiples of 4, but other thing is like if somebody just calls and orders 3 products from you, you can be like, oh, did you know I have a June summer clearance? You can add an additional item and one of those items will be free, but there is no limit. Is there anything else you'd like to stock up on? So what usually happens is that free item, even if that's the one you offered them, that free item is typically something they've never ordered before. So now you're solidifying that customer base and their reorders. So now 3 to 4 months down the road, they're ordering that product and you have a lot more reorders happening and a customer that's thinking of you with even more products as she goes to reorder. Now, the other thing strategy wise is even though this is a skincare sale for us, I do not want to limit my customers to only skincare. So open it to everything, but I'm going to be very strategic in how I use that money to restock my shelves. You just want to order the minimum amount of color to fill those orders. Don't even worry if your color is so depleted by July 1st, if that meant that you got to swell your inventory in skincare. You want to use as much as you can to get that 60% off skincare and max that out so you can profit so much more. It does not scare me one little bit to have a whole shelf full of skincare that is going to last till Christmas or even till next June. If it's sitting there next June, I still know that every one of those sales, that 60% off, I'm making 60% off on that instead of just the 50. So be very strategic with all of this so you can profit the most that you can, and you can pass that on to your new team members and teach them how to do that same thing too. All right, hopefully that answered all your questions. If you have any others, reach out to the person that sent you this video, or I'm happy to answer anything too. You're more than welcome to reach out to me. All right, happy June and happy selling.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jana. That's called if there's a will, there's a way, right? If there's a will, there's a way. So the key points on that is that her sale is pretty simple, and it's a very much of a customer appreciation sale. You could call it that. She calls it June summer clearance. Call it whatever you want to. But the fact that you're giving one of the items free, that really speaks a lot to people. They love that. And they're like, wow. I mean, I always try to put a free gift in there anyway. So, I mean, then they say, hey, you want to buy 4 more things, you get another thing free, you know? And so I just wanted to share that to you, and just her mindset of having the specials, you know, twice a year, not all year long, and on how she's using her money to swell the skincare. And then she can buy glamour in July, because it's not like we're all quitting in July. I'm not going to order, right? We want to have a strong start to the new seminar year. So the other thing you're going to think about this week is, where are you as far as your goals, as far as Princess Court, unit court? Like most units start recognizing at 10,000 retail. So you may look at your at a glance and see what your retail is for the year. And then the Princess Court is 20,000 retail. Okay. And the retail, the cool thing is on the skincare, it counts the full retail, even though you're paying only 40%. So that's really awesome. Okay. So you can actually spend less, it counts more, and you get a bigger prize. Okay. The next one is also of course, the national court for 40,000. And then the recruiting court. 6 is normally the unit court, 12 is the Princess Court, and then 24 is the Mary Kay National Court of Sherry. And then, of course, directors, we all know what we're looking at as far as our unit circles and our cars and everything else. So, you know, it's a big, big month. People are trying to finish cars, finish unit circles, finish everything. And so I've already told my consultants that I am over communicating. And if they get tired of it, just delete it. I'll calm down in July, you know? And so, anyway, it's going to be a really great, strong finish with everybody. But this is really a key week, because it's that middle week. After this week, when I come back next Sunday, we will literally have 1 week and 5 days. So like, this is an important week. If you've been super busy and you're like, oh, yeah, I should do something in June. That's a good idea. This is the time to do it. The other thing is that you might want to think about, if you are going to seminar, that you want to go ahead and register for seminar, or maybe you're planning on registering July 1st because you just want to keep your money for June. That's fine. Let your director know, because I know that we're planning some different things at seminar, and we kind of need to know who's coming. But you know, the sooner you can register, the more you get that money out of the way, and then you can save up the money for the rest of it. All right. So we're going to have a really great week of sales. We're going to have a little shorter call tonight because I have something that I have to go do. So I think that's enough, right? Why don't we take the next 30 minutes that you were going to sit there and listen to me rattle off? Instead, why don't you do one of these little specials, either the 24-24-24 or do the customer appreciation, the summer clearance sale, you know, get that going tonight. All right. If you need the, well, you can look up Tandy on YouTube and watch that video. Well, you don't have to watch it again. Just play this back and watch it again. And then you'll see to get the tips. That was my second time watching it. And she is a very strategic person. I want to tell you that. And she is going for, I think she's already possibly done 800,000, but I know she was going for 1 million. So anyway, she's amazing and she knows what she's talking about. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to just zip off for everybody. Directors will hear from y'all next week. Thank you for jumping on here. Have an awesome week, everybody.
Thank you,
Love you,
Cleta.
Mama Cheetah.
Thank you.
Bye.